I do. It's etched into my memory.
Fucked up some ogres.
What? What old guys?
Ogres.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, we killed some ogres.
We freed people.
We freed people and we impressed the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, and we ran away from a jello monster like a bunch of bitches. Just because it killed the midget.
We technically didn't know it was there.
That's all we did.
All I know is we rested a lot at the end of it, like a ton.
So
Yeah,
last time you guys had agreed to take Morak, the dwarf, and the villagers of Nightstone back to town. You were
Whoa, I don't
with-
think we did.
Said when we were done looking around.
You
Well-
agree to a lot of things when you're drunk off battle.
Well, you definitely agreed to take a rest in the forest.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, a long rest.
very long.
So about an hour away from town, you guys sleep for 8 hours.
Oh wait, whatever ended up happening with the dead guy over there, or dying guy, our midget friend?
Oh, well,
Did
I
he-
revived him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
That's
you
fine.
guys just took a long rest, so you're all squared away now. So you
Good.
guys will awake in the forest. You will see that the elves are awake, and all of the villagers are still there and looking quite restless and ready to get back to town.
I feel at home.
Rond, Arrowhome, and his scouts seem well rested, many hours out of their meditation, talking to one another under the shade. What do you guys do?
Well, since we just woke up, I have to relieve myself, so I go do that next to a tree.
I get real close to Alina, like I like scooch over there, maybe into her sleeping bag, and I say, "Hey, we should probably talk to this dude about bringing him back to town. I guess if that's what he really wanted to do, and see all the destruction and death."
I use my staff to push him away, and well, first, dude, what's the tension level like between the humans and elves? Are they gonna be like cool being together?
They've been next to each other for quite some time now, but they are clearly in two separate groups. Like the elves are kind of over here, and the villagers are on the other side, and they're all kind of just talking amongst each other. Villagers are a bit more quiet, but when he sees you guys wake up, the dwarf Morak runs up to you and says, "Good morning, good morning. Are we ready to move?"
Well, I say, excuse me, Morak.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah,
I
I don't want to talk.
I want to step aside because wasn't our original mission to like broker a peace between these two people?
Yes.
But look, there is peace. They're just hanging. They don't like each other, but mission accomplished.
All right, fine.
Is it
I'm
the
down.
elves and the who don't get along?
The humans from this town. I thought they were feuding, but yeah, I'm down to escort him back now.
I'm gonna go
Let's
to
go, Morak.
the nearest human, talk shit about elves because I woke up feeling a little salty.
Oh boy.
So you walk up to a family of halflings,
Ooh.
and you start talking nonsense about the elves, and you learn. Just give me a second here. You learn that you are talking to Taylor Summerhawk, the matriarch of the Summerhawk family, and she's just kind of nervously laughing at your jests at the elves, and then she says, "Oh my goodness, what happened to your doublet?" And you look down and remember that it is melted into your skin.
I start crying and say, "Shut up!" and I run back to my group.
Oh man.
Loop, what are you doing as you guys are traveling through the forest?
So we're with everybody. I'm still chilling with all the homeboys, keeping it company to all the people we just rescued, talking to
Keeping
everybody,
it real.
Yeah, so you
Keeping it
guys are
real.
still atop
finding
horses.
out what the story is.
You still have your horses. If you remember, Bonesaw is riding back saddle behind Sibo and Emily's heart.
It's crowded.
It's not that crowded. There's plenty of room.
I forgot we were developing a bond.
We were.
You started out the game under his dress, right?
It's true.
It was only right.
It's accurate.
And Morak seems to have gotten very comfortable talking to you, Alina, and is walking alongside your horse, and is just recounting so many stories about Lady Nandar and how much you will be missed.
I don't really reciprocate.
It's just kind of a silent. He's just kind of talking at you.
I don't appreciate blind loyalty to authority. It bugs me.
So
Burned him.
there's been a burn. But he honestly at this point doesn't notice. He's all filled with emotions and just talking and talking and talking. And
Yeah, I'm still listening.
after a while, you guys come out to the path, and to the south you see the village of Nightstone yet again. And when the villagers see it, they kind of break off from the pack of you guys and start running to their homes.
Yeah, what's left?
And
I warned him.
a lot of the guards of the town who had fled with you guys start making their way to the castle. The rest of everyone seems to be running to their homes. Morak runs over to the keep. The keep with the guards to check on Lady Nandar. And it isn't long before the village is just filled with the sounds of cries and shrieks as you notice a lot of the houses that you didn't go into are filled with families, and they are seeing that some of their loved ones were left behind and squashed by boulders from the sky.
Wait, there are people that were alive hiding in the village, or they're all dead?
No, they did.
No, yeah, there was just other houses that you guys happened to not go into that had dead bodies in them.
Gross.
Ew.
We knew to avoid those.
Yucky.
You see that Sibo, you see that the house where you got Emily's heart, no one goes to it. It's just completely deserted. Morak, after some time spent in the keep, comes out red-faced and teary-eyed and goes into the inn. And after a while, he comes down and into the courtyard and goes, "Great! They looted my chest, too!" And he just kind of sits down in the courtyard.
I pull my collar and go, ooh. I also point to the house where I found my trusty traveling companion and say, "Who lives there?"
Are you talking to Morak?
Yeah.
He will tell you that that is the home of Melantha Zelbrin, and she served as the villager's notary and record keeper, and her
Sounds
husband Lathan. And
Is she dead?
still at this point, no one has gone to that house, but bringing up the words, Morak stands up and starts moving towards that house.
I'm gonna say, what was she like? Did she have any pets? Was she an animal person?
I like this Sherlock work you're doing.
Yeah, isn't it that thing just sitting on your shoulder?
Yes.
It's mine though.
It would just be weird if someone in that house had a similar pet.
Morak says, you know, I don't really know the Zelbrins. They didn't visit the inn very much, and that's where I spend the majority of my time.
Ooh, so he's got a real problem.
They didn't share
Typical
any
accountants.
alcoholism. Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, Morak goes into this house, and a few minutes later, you see him dragging out 2 dead bodies.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so just the overall sense of dread, sadness, crying, and wailing is going on. Meanwhile, Rond Arrowhome and his scouts slowly ride into the town, and kind of emotionless looking, just very like stone face.
We should probably talk to Rond, huh? And ask him what the deal is.
Yeah.
Now that we're back at this village. Yo, why don't you guys like each other? Fuck's up.
Rond will tell you that he says this is elven land. It has been for generations and generations. It was once a proud kingdom.
Grow up. Rond.
When you say that, he kind of snaps a look at you and says, "We're tired of the Nandars time and time again coming into the forest, desecrating the ruins and stealing treasure. We've only meant to protect the land."
Look, man. I'm all for the forest and protecting it, but you gotta learn to coexist here. You can't be... Actually, I don't even know what's been going on between you two, but there are bigger things there are bigger forces at work here, man. Orcs and ogres and giants. You just can't be squabbling.
Or quibbling.
Quibbling. There we go. Thank you.
Well,
Alina says from behind me.
a little quibbling isn't horrible. But quabbling, definitely no quabbling.
I don't tolerate a squabble either.
So what's up, Arrowhome? Are we gonna have a peace treaty? Look at me. Look how beautiful I am. You have to help me.
He looks you right in the eyes, but then he takes in, surveys the land that damaged the crying villagers and says, "It seems we do have bigger problems that we can work together for."
Say, if we don't figure something out, nobody will have any land. Except maybe me. But only a little cabin in the woods. Secluded. 1 bedroom, so.
We don't want to hear about your dreams, Bonsa.
Walking up, he's got blood stains on him now, on his nice white shirt, where it used to be his bar outfit. Morak walks up.
Dude, the fact he kept it pure white through that whole captured period, man, that's an inspiration.
He's talented.
Yeah, you get the impression that he spent a lot of his time as a prisoner shirtless and kept his shirt tucked away.
Interesting detail to pick up on. We all look at each other at one point and we're like, he took his shirt off, right?
As soon as you got in there, huh?
He probably put it in his pocket. Did he keep like under a rock, maybe?
It was hanging out of his back pocket.
Oh, is that halfling family still around?
You know, kill them and steal their pets too.
The
I said that out loud.
Summerhawks live.
Some
They
small
do
houses
live
for
in
having this many
town,
people.
But oh yeah, they live over here, on the
There's like
east side
5
of
of them.
town. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of halflings.
I want to find Taylor.
Okay. Oh, you find her. I mean, you walk up to her house and she's in there.
I want to
And
first.
there's also, when you walk in, you see that there is a bunch of kids. She's got a whole bunch of
Whoa.
kids.
Well, first
She's
I
got
want
4
to.
children.
I want to apologize for snapping earlier.
When you walk into the house, you see that they are crying and surrounded by a dead male halfling with seems to have been crushed quite severely.
Gonna say, please stop crying for a moment. I'm trying to apologize. I was just a little insecure about my doublet, and I know this is probably a rough time, but do you happen to have another doublet I could have? Or we did save you after all.
She stands up and backhands you across the face and says, "Get out!"
I say good day and exit.
She slams the door behind you, and you hear some aggressive cursing. As
I wish clothing wasn't so important to me, but it's my curse.
as you're walking away from the Summerhawk home, you just like holding your doublet out, looking at the holes.
I go, pleasing the ladies as normal, eh?
Yeah,
Salty.
I guess.
At this point,
Yeah, what's up with Wahlburger now?
Morak and Rond have begun talking, and Morak says, "Come on, bring your boys. I'll see if there's any ale left in the inn." And
Well, I'm going.
yeah, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, here I come.
I nudge the closest person to me and say, "This guy's got his priorities straight, right? Right?"
I'm already 2 steps ahead of you. Well, not really, but I wish I was.
Sibo, you go to nudge someone and say that, and you notice that everyone is headed towards the tavern. And inside the tavern, Morak does manage to find a few casks and fills them up, and just leaves just a bunch of mugs on the counter. Just anyone can grab them.
I
And,
grabbed 2.
he and Rond make their way into a corner table and begin talking. And
Yeah, not without me. I'm sitting with him.
I'm getting loaded up.
Yeah, so
Round after round.
rounds of being drunk. Vixen, you see that it's kind of a heated discussion, but they are just talking about kind of getting on the same page. This giant attack seems to have rattled both of them. Ron,
Do you think I could get-
discussing how he sees the importance of Nightstone's walls.
They weren't all that important.
Yeah, what does he mean? Aren't they like crumbled?
No, there's only one spot where the wall is down. Easily constructed now that the village is filled. Reconstructed.
Oh, man.
Unless
Who's gonna
we-
rule this city now, though? This bitch is dead.
Morak will talk about how Lady Nandar and her husband were unable to have children, so the Nandar line has now ended.
Oh, no.
And they have run Nightstone. You know, they built it years and years and years ago.
What about grandparents? Are grandparents still around?
Lady Nandar was the last Nandar.
Damn it.
So should we draw straws, maybe?
I think I just get it.
What? You don't get babies by crossing straws.
Good point.
I nominate Morak. I yell, raising my glass.
A couple of mugs of ale in him. Morak stands up on his stool,
Oh, yeah.
now standing a whopping 5 feet tall, and says,
I stand next to him.
"It would be my undying honor to serve this village until my last day. And I
Hell yeah.
believe us in Nightstone and the elves of the Our Deep Forest can broker some sort of peace agreement.
Huzzah!
Cheers to that.
Guess the funeral's over.
Oh, you are so wrong. I was gonna do a 45-minute funeral procession, but we'll just skip that.
What?
Later
No.
that day, the villagers all gather around outside the walls in the field. And
there.
Lady Nandar is put to rest along with the rest of the villagers who lost their lives in the giant attack. And when all is said and done, the sun has begun to set on this day, and it's starting to get dark out.
Yo, guys, this place is kind of a bummer. I feel like we should find some adventure beyond this city, because they're just like a bunch of sad people right now.
Yeah, we just need to give them some soundful words of advice to get situated, and then keep it moving. See, I'm wondering, when he just said that, there was no one around, no people around that he was trying to that he's trying to work out a peace deal. It was just like us and one of his buddies or something.
No, wasn't the Ron there too?
Yes.
Or was he? Oh,
Yeah. So as it gets darker and darker, Morak tells you that he'll set aside all the rooms in the inn for you, and you can take have a bed before you leave for wherever it is you're heading in the morning.
Well,
Yeah, let's stay the night. I feel like it's going to be a murder mystery. When we wake up, your Gray's going to be dead, and I'm going to be king.
yeah.
okay.
He's gonna be covered in blood.
Now, I'm assuming, since he is comfortable with it, that Vixen is sleeping in his watchtower again.
I'm
Yeah,
sleeping outside with the horses.
I'm in my watchtower.
Sitting by this hole.
What's going on down here in the south? Who are these two people?
In the castle.
Yeah.
So
Luke,
that
you're
is
like way outside.
that is Daphne, who you spent a lot of time with in the cave.
Oh yeah, that's Daphne. I'm over
need to-
there.
Consummate that.
So Loop,
Come
you guys
on.
see
Essentially.
Loop cross the rope bridge towards the keep, and you do not see him for the rest of the night.
He's gonna
I'm
roll
gonna
for
jump
that. We might see him 2 minutes later. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Loop, make a Constitution saving throw.
He should have advantage though, because he was very heroic in her presence.
No, he should have
Oh,
no
yeah, I was
advantage because he
crushing it,
hasn't
dude.
busted it. He
So-
probably hasn't busted it at least a couple fortnights.
Oh
so
well, that should be
no
a separate
advantage.
roll.
Equals itself out.
That should be a separate roll. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna need a history
Strength.
check and a con save. So you all, Bonesaw, where will you be sleeping? So everyone has said no to Morak's beds.
I go there and I gather all of the beds and I make it into one giant bed.
You're like pulling him down the hallway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you notice that really the only place for this mega bed is the hallway.
That's fine with me.
So at some point, Morak comes up to go to his own room, and it's just a hallway of mattresses, and he just kind of trudges along to get to his room.
Bummed.
I poke my head out of the blanket and go, "You want in?"
Yeah, we missed out on
I do.
Fortnite. I'm
You see Morak dive into the blankets, and you don't see him for some time.
You don't see either of us for some time.
Oh! There's so
I'm
much
just kidding.
character building here. Sibo finds a comfy spot in the hole where the Nightstone was once placed. And Vixen climbs up into the tower where he and his friend in the Zentarum shot many of crossbow bolts. And the hell was his name?
I don't know. He wasn't that good of a friend.
Can't remember.
So I look to
Very forgettable.
Morak and go, check this out. And I cast Minor Illusion and put a gorgeous dancing human in front of our giant bed. Female. Like a stripper, basically, but I just don't know the word for stripper.
He cast it before he said the word female.
A charlatan. Yeah, female was an afterthought. Long after.
Everyone except Bonesaw, give me perception checks, please.
Yeah, my attention's right. 8 of me.
Sibo with the 10-10.
Yeah. That's what they call me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck off.
So Vixen and Lonely Blade, from the tower and from the stables, you just see through a window at the Nightstone Inn just this sexy lady dancing in a window, and then you see Morak pop up with like a blanket cloak on him and then disappear back underneath it.
I just feel total satisfaction in my decision to sleep outside.
At some point, these windows are gonna start fogging up too. So
Yeah, it's not long until you lose visual.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed. Pretend I didn't see that.
Lights out and
So yeah,
town.
time goes on. The guards of Nightstone begin patrolling, and you all get some sleep.
Nightstone after the dark.
Vixen, you look across and see that there's a guard in the other tower that you're sitting in. But what you feel like a few hours later, you wake up and notice that he's not there anymore. And you feel like someone is watching you from out in the field to the west.
Well,
Which way is the west?
So I'm gonna slowly get up in ready action with my longbow, but I also have like 90 feet of dark vision, don't I?
Yes.
Did I lie? So can I see anything if I slowly poke my head up to a window?
You can just make out the silhouettes of what appears to be a massive dog or wolf of some kind, and standing next to it, a tiny humanoid creature, smaller than the halflings. You think maybe like a gnome. Could be a gnome.
Oh.
Is it really a giant dog, or is it just compared to the tiny human it looks giant?
It seems quite large. And the second you kind of peek your head over,
I know that dude, don't I?
the little man, he's so small that he has to jump as he's doing it, but he's doing this.
Like waving me forward?
They're waving you to come out.
Alright. So I'm gonna jump out of my watchtower and head out there while casting Beast Bond on his obvious beast companion.
This is ineffective. Doesn't do anything.
Oh,
Because
no.
as you approach, you notice that this is a winter wolf. A large white wolf with magical abilities, and is the companion of Delane Winterhome. A winter wolf you know to be named Laska.
Yo, what's up, Laska?
Laska stands up tall, and he's basically... Oh, you're 7 feet tall. He's not eye to eye with you, but he's quite tall for a wolf. And
Alright.
he says, Vixen, it's wonderful to see you. How have your travels been so far?
It's been alright. Winterhound sent us on this weird-ass mission. I had to kill a bunch of orcs and ogres for this weak-ass group that I found myself with. I don't know. It's been a weird time. How's it with you?
It's been interesting. Delane has me wandering up all around, looking into these giant accounts. He sent me to find this man right here. And you look over, and it's definitely a gnome. And he says, "This is Mr. Felgolos." And he says, "Hello, pleased to meet you." And he's like 3 feet tall, barely off the ground.
So
And,
why are we finding this dude?
He says, Delane, he has another mission for you. And he thinks Mr. Falgaros here, he would be a good companion for you to travel with you until you arrive at your destination. You see, Delane, he is preoccupied in Waterdeep at the moment. And then kind of looks over your shoulder and says, "Is Alina still traveling with you?"
Yeah, but she really doesn't like me.
Well, that's understandable. You must understand you're quite a strange man.
Yeah, fuck you. Why is this good? Why is this guy good to be traveling with us? Why do you care if Alina's with me?
Mr. Felgaros is a good companion to be traveling with you because Delane wants you to travel far into the north to Bryn Shander,
Oh, boy.
a town in Icewind Dale. You see, there's something going on with these giants. This Nightstone is not an isolated incident, and we believe it has something to do with their ancient kingdom of Astoria, which is mainly located in the north, and we believe the Lord of Bryn Shander might have some answers. Mr. Felgaros is quite familiar with the area. As for Alina, I have just spoken with Delane, and he has stopped all his movements and headed to Waterdeep under strange circumstances. A man, a headmaster of an orphanage named Duke Cannon, has recently been elected an open lord of Waterdeep. I know that means nothing to you, but Delane seems to think it means something to her.
Shit, I gotta go talk to her then. Alright, dude, I'm gonna do what I can, but I don't know if this group of pansies is gonna be up for traveling up north.
Vixen, the giants are moving everywhere. You must travel in numbers. Mr. Felgaros can only help. And you look over, and this little 3-foot dude is just giving you a thumbs up.
Oh, man. I smile, and I say, typical Fangoros. I say, come on, let's go back to the city.
And just for the hell of it,
I want that wolf, though.
Rondo.
Oh!
Oh, I thought you did that on purpose.
Oh, is that him? He looks good.
Wait, I missed it. Oh,
Sorry,
Jesus.
I was trying
That
to
guy's a freak.
Spends a lot
He's
of
a new
time on
friend.
his haircut.
He's gotten so much work done on his face.
He looks like the guy from Don't Look Under the Bed.
He wishes.
Or,
Looks like Jiminy Glick.
that's what I was trying to think. Matt, as you
So-
are departing,
It's not my name.
Vixen,
Yeah.
as
name is
you
Vixen.
are departing, you are thinking to yourself,
I
you
want
are
that
thinking
wolf.
to yourself, not only do you want that wolf, but Bryn Shander.
How far north is that?
Scroll
Oh,
all
shit.
the way to the top.
Yeah, I found it. Wow. Man,
Jesus.
Yeah.
are you guys down? Like, this is us communicating now. I woke you all up. I got this random ass mission from the people you don't know to go all the way up to the North Pole
and
to
also
fight a giant.
you're being tailed by a little gnome that you didn't have with you the day before.
Oh yeah, this is my boy Fanghorn. Oh, and
That's
Alina, I
not
think something's happening.
my name. My
Alina, I
name is
think
Mr.
something's happening.
Felgaros.
I'm never
Felger?
gonna remember that.
Felgolos.
Felger.
Felgolos.
I got it.
One more time.
Felgolos!
That was it. It's the L, right? It's a silent Z.
What's the wolf's name?
The wolf's not his. It's my buddy who you don't
The
know.
wolf is gone. Lost
Didn't we
guy-
meet? Did I meet Delane
You
Winterhound?
did indeed. You met him at Daggerford.
Yeah,
When
I
all
thought
this
so.
began, you met him in the Happy Cow Tavern, where you also met Loop and the Hard Cheese family.
Well, listen, I'm a student of the natural order of things, and giants should not be raising the lands like this. So
Bro, you just get me.
I'm down to go poke around up north and see what's causing this.
You had me at North Pole.
But wait, were you saying something also to me?
Oh, yeah. So this dude thinks this must be important to you. Someone's getting elected to be an open lord in Waterdeep, and you're not going to be happy about it.
Who
But
is it?
I don't remember.
Fuck, well, that's that crucial bit of info.
Let's go ahead and just say you do remember that it is a man named Duke Cannon.
That guy's a shithead. He will burn this forest to the ground for $1.
You say
You don't like him?
He runs
No.
an orphanage?
He used to. He runs everything now.
He will not burn it to the ground.
How did he make that jump from orphanage to city lord?
It's very strange. So you guys all
Breaking
would
necks.
know that Waterdeep is just a massive, massive city known as the City of Splendor. Because it holds so much power within it, the true rulers of the city are the closed lords, the masked lords. And basically their representatives, who also hold quite a bit of power, are known as the open lords. So the open lords, everyone knows their identity. The closed lords, nobody knows, or the masked lords, nobody really knows who they are.
Shit.
Tom Cruise.
Where's the city in comparison to where we're going? Felgaros.
Just to your
Right up
north.
Felgaros! Tell me. Give me a lesson in
Um,
geography.
It's quite ridiculous that you don't know what's 30 miles to the north, but that's
It's
where it is.
closer
Burned
than
you.
Daggerford, just in the opposite direction.
Well, Alina, do you want to
Yeah,
go
it's
and
about
see
30 rows
what's
up,
happening?
30 miles up the high road.
High road.
I don't really see. I hate this guy, but
Well, do you want to
Oh,
like murder him or something? Why does this matter? Why'd that guy tell me to tell you?
I mean, he's my enemy. But I feel like that can wait for now.
All right. Well, this is my new buddy. Do you guys want to come north?
Yeah, no one else has answered. What's how you all feel?
I'm coming. I'm all aboard. Giddy up. I'm still on my horse.
You're just an old school adventurer.
My good man, do they have doublets up north?
Oh, the doublets you could ever dream of. White ones.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
kiss
there's-
Daphne goodbye and jump over this road.
Oh, hey, you're
River.
still
Hiya!
You're you're heading up.
down there.
What about you, Bonesaw? Necromancer.
Oh, what's happening?
I nod. Like this.
I nod back. I nod with you.
Oh man.
So, it's morning now. I don't want to assume, but I'm going to assume that you guys were just get ready to depart.
Well, I gotta say bye to
Alrighty.
Cam's creepy sex buddy.
You do have a 650-mile trek into the north. It'll take weeks. You
We should
find
get some rations.
you find
Oh, we need-
Listen,
We
You
need to get a
go-
bunch of stuff. Oh, maybe we should go to Waterdeep to stock up, and I can poke around and see if there's anything else we should be learning from
That's what
there.
I was getting at, bro.
yeah.
You
Stop at the
suggested I
next town.
assassinate a lord.
Well, yeah.
I'm saying we should go
That
buy
seems
some
funny.
like gear.
Seems funner than let's go shopping.
You say the closest town was to the north? It's 30 miles.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
Waterdeep
Waterdeep.
is about 30 miles to the north. You
What's the
guys
closest
are
one?
It's
all
on the
pretty
way.
aware that this town really doesn't have anything in it. Waterdeep is about 30 miles to the north, or you could backtrack south about 80 miles to Daggerford.
Nah,
So north.
north.
How much money can we get them to give us some money I feel like we might need some money. Alina wouldn't
I'm
really
just
see
gonna
that,
rob
though,
people on the
actually.
way. I'm looking for random encounters.
So Waterdeep, more accurately, is 42 miles away.
Oh,
You said
fuck that.
80, liar.
Fuck that. I said 30.
Go.
So you guys, Vixen, you find Morak in the Nightstone Inn on the second floor. He is wearing what appears to be a nightgown. It comes down to
Is it a kimono?
his ankles, just all white. And he's also wearing like a sleepy guy hat, like like a sleepy Gary hat.
Yeah, like a bendy wizard hat.
Yes. And he just has
Don't
his,
wake daddy.
he just has his hands on his head and is just like deep in thought, it seems. But
This is someone needs to extort money from him right now for the entertainment.
I don't wanna talk to this guy.
So if you're gonna make a shot, now's your chance.
I'm not talking to this creep. I'm gonna say, yo, bro, we're leaving.
he stands up and he says,
Don't touch me.
Your hands are sticky.
he keeps his distance and he says, Mr. Vixen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us. Where will you go?
To save the world. And then I turn around.
Yes.
The breeze goes through my hair. And I walk out.
Nice.
You get +1 charisma.
Yeah, I'll give you inspiration
Plus
for
one.
that.
+1 charm.
Sweet.
Um,
And then I wave to everybody as soon as I get out there and say, let's go, guys. We make our way out with
Are
nothing.
you guys still double riding all the way up north?
Yeah.
Okay. That answers that. Let's go.
Are we already on the horses?
I'm at
I
least waiting
slept
for
on
you.
mine.
I'm patting
already on it?
right in front of me. Looking at.
God damn it.
Is there a way to move the horse and your token at the same time?
yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you
do
gotta
like
let 'em
the
both.
highlight. You just click
Yeah.
and drag.
Oh, no. Wait.
Click and drag, man.
Oh,
Box it. You gotta
right.
box it. Then
I'm over here
drag
on this bridge, dude. Hang out. Peace.
All right. I'm riding.
Hey, what's
that
my
thing.
boy Ron doing? I'm gonna say, yo, Ron. It's been fun.
He's just silent and just gives you like a
I go.
I say, well, fuck you too, Ron.
So you gonna be alright, Ron?
Ride past him.
and he
I
says,
spur my
"Yeah!"
horse past him.
and he spurs his horse a little bit cooler and rides north into the forest.
Wait, so we're still like riding together, kind of, while we do
Fuck
No, it was
you,
like
Ron.
cool as hell. You guys took a left on the path and they went right. It was like really
That is
symbolic.
cool as hell.
And we all level up as they
Yeah, you-
ride away. 'cause
You
it's
guys are
cool to
welcome for
party.
that. Really.
Go ahead. I don't care that there's a webcam delay. 1, 2, 3 noses.
Wait, why was Cam's already on his nose? that was weird.
The way
That was gone.
My spidey sense was tingling.
the way I saw it is Alina lost that.
I think so.
So as you mount your horse, Mr. Felgoros jumps aboard yours
What?
Thank God.
and is
I
riding
do not want to ride
behind
with
you.
that creep.
His legs can't even straddle the saddle. Whoa, cool sentence.
He's sitting sideways.
And he's sitting side saddle.
It's just in the side saddle.
I turn around and I say, "You
He's
better
so
buy a horse in Waterdeep, or that's as far as you ride."
Dude, it's going to be a pony. Leave my friend alone.
Yeah, I'll
Then
buy.
let him ride with you.
Don't worry, miss. I'll buy a
No.
pony. You should buy a pony yourself. It would fit you better. You'd probably
I
be able
say-
to travel faster.
There's more than enough room over here if you want.
Are you going to triple up?
He looks behind him and
Back him up.
says, "My lady, if you don't want me aboard your saddle, the cloaked man over there will happily take me."
Without saying anything, I
God
cast
damn.
Shillelagh, so my staff lights up like threateningly, and I nod yes.
Don't threaten my friend. What the fuck?
It's fun. Now they're on a train together.
So Bonesaw, who really has the
The
strength
best
of
horse
this
out of the
horse,
group.
he kind of just gets the horse riding alongside Alina's, and Mr. Felgaros jumps in between Bonesaw and Sibo.
I dash ahead.
Well, it's not even my
Right,
horse. I've actually kind of just been pimping out his
Yeah,
horse.
I
But
think we all understand that.
what's his is mine, and what's mine is his. He knows that. So
I've clearly admitted defeat already, and it doesn't phase me at all.
Didn't say a word through the whole transaction, and now you have like a little gnome. He's got a pointy nose just stuck up against your back.
I feel like Bonesaw can just carry them both in his arms, and they ride like that.
Oh,
I could use my mage hand and actually carry him in the air if I want.
Wow, this
But
is fantastic.
instead, I'd like to the whole time use my message cantrip and whisper into the little man's ears.
What are you
I
whispering?
don't know what yet,
Oh.
but I gotta think about it. For now, it's just whispering. It's just
So Sibo, as you guys are riding, it's silence, but you just keep hearing the little gnome just giggling.
And everyone looks at your horse as a weird.
I don't even notice because I'm still looking down at my doublet. But I do realize as I'm holding it that the holes melted into it are equidistant to my eyes, and I fashion it into a mask.
Ooh. All
That's
right.
nice.
It looks like burnt melted flesh. It's kind of like a horror movie mask.
I'm gonna call you Phantom from now on.
Cool. I put it in my bag.
Cool.
Phantom of Nightstone.
Very, very cool.
Is he just shirtless now?
I've got my traveling clothes on. I have plenty of outfits.
Oh,
Just-
good. I was worried.
That doublet had sentimental value. If I hadn't stolen it, I never would have met you guys,
Aw.
and I never would have seen Bonesaw's dick.
If
Yeah,
that's what it was.
that's the real heartbreaker.
So you guys are riding,
Good ride music.
and you know it's not going to be a one-day thing. You'll probably arrive to Waterdeep tomorrow, and it's a warm winter day. It's, no clouds in the sky. You're riding.
I can't
along.
forge or nothing, right?
No, you're pretty much just an open field, left and right now.
Sorry, continue.
But as you are riding along, who is leading? I think it's Alina. She kicked forward. I don't.
What?
Unless she might have just separated.
Fine, but I'm close to her.
No, Vixen's leading.
Alright, good.
And then who's in the back?
Probably
forgot
imagine
the
the
horse
one
would
with
be
it.
the
the horse
slowest.
carrying the most weight.
Some big boys. Big.
We're about a quarter mile back.
No, no.
Wide load.
So the weird horse. You guys are enjoying this
The
sunny day,
weird one.
but suddenly
The name.
a large shadow is cast over you, and it's almost instantly covering the whole caravan of horses traveling up the high road.
I turn around and look.
You turn
I look
around.
I look straight up.
Straight up is the answer. You see a single cloud in the air directly above you.
Does it have a neat shape?
Indeed, it does. This cloud seems to have a tower jetting
Oh.
out from it. And make a perception check for me.
Mackerel. Guys, I think this is a giant cloud. But
It just
you know
might
what? It
be.
might be nothing.
Is it perception?
You haven't. I didn't give you. You guys are all rolling. It's actually pretty easy to notice that This tower coming out from this cloud seems to be adorned what looks like a wizard's hat on top of it. It's a large blue hat decorated with gold stars and moons on it, and it drifts lazily above you.
What did I miss? Is this a mascot we're seeing?
I think we're seeing like a bad Disney exhibit.
It's like,
Yeah.
So it's not
Mickey
giant.
Mouse's hat.
It's got the tower has a wizard hat on it.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of what I ate earlier in the day that someone might have spiked with LSD.
Shout out, yo, wizard, you up there?
Did that work?
It's very high
Yeah.
in the sky.
I yelled
currently.
really, really loud.
Yeah, I say we just ignore it.
What do you mean? I want to know more about it. What is this a castle full of giants floating through the sky shooting?
Yeah.
Shaped like a wizard hat.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
You guys didn't
And
know that?
Alina doesn't like it. It's unnatural. And weird.
when it kind of takes you guys, like the shadow passes over you, it begins to rapidly descend.
Oh.
And when it is about a few, maybe 500 feet from the ground, a staircase of clouds descends down into the path in front of you.
Is there any like trees off to the side
Nope.
of the? Oh
It is
shit!
just fields.
Everyone
I'm gonna-
scatter.
I don't know. I'm gonna head right to the fucking staircase.
I'm gonna go up those stairs too. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Is there
What kind of
anywhere
staircase?
Come on, Luke.
at the top of the
I said it.
stairs? Is there anywhere to hide?
Aren't they
Um,
500 feet of stairs?
It's 500 feet of stairs. They seem to be made of clouds.
And probably
Right.
are they giant sized?
Take it back.
No, they seem to be accommodating even to halflings. Like, the right side is normal stairs for a human, and then the left side of the is like double stairs. And
Handicap ramp.
then even to the further over, there's like triple stairs for gnome legs.
What about a handicap ramp?
No, this unfortunately not.
Not that accommodating. Wow.
Not at that.
Well,
Wow.
Well,
I
Well,
say let's check this out, guys.
well,
This
Well,
you aren't thinking
mention it
about
on our-
your handicapped members of your party. You are realizing that the horses are going to have a difficult time.
Why
No.
would we go up there?
It's a fucking cloud staircase. Why would you
giant
not?
wizard hat, bro.
It's awesome.
Looking up the staircase,
Fantasia. Ever heard of it?
you see the massive, massive door creak open, but nothing comes out.
See how inviting
Totally.
that is?
Fine, I'll follow. I'll follow you.
I'm gonna unleash my glowing new orb to guide the way. That drift glow.
The drift glow
Up overhead.
starts swirling around your head slowly.
Alright, I'm gonna follow Loop
just
up
in
the stairs.
circles. So we got Loop leading the charge, Vixen behind him.
Can
I'll
I?
go too.
I'm gonna use my animal handling to try. Oh, where's my character? To try to lead my horse up the stairs.
All right.
Where?
Oh shit! I didn't mean to press that.
So you have one spell remaining, because that's your second whoopsies.
No, dude. I keep editing it, so I still have 3.
Zach,
Not supposed to be
I'll
able to
just
see
throw an
anything, right?
Alina on the top right.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So you guys all start
I get that
crawling up the
horse
stairs,
right
and
up
you
there.
look back and see Alina's just walking her horse up the stairs.
Oh, cool.
And as each step you guys take, the cloud step behind you evaporates.
Fuck.
Oh, classic.
And as
Yeah,
you
that is
get about
classic.
200, 300 feet up, the tower begins to ascend back into the clouds.
No, I don't like heights.
Let's start sprinting.
Well, I guess so.
Start sprinting up
At
those
this
steps.
point, you're like 1,000 feet into the air.
Why did we board the Death Star at level 4?
Here we go. I run ahead.
We're gonna spend
Yeah,
the rest of the campaign living in the vents of the city. All right, yeah, we gotta keep going to the top of it.
Let's stop it. One trap, no turning back.
So
If-
you guys
running up
run
these
up
stairs.
and you
would
get
you
to this
guys-
open door.
Would you guys rather not go into this place?
It's
Too
not
late
No, we're
now.
going in.
Oh, it is an option.
Speak up, because we're 1,000 feet off the
I don't
ground.
think it is an option.
I'm so curious what you're thinking.
Yeah, what do you have at level 4 that could get us all back down to Earth?
Let me tell you.
Bandages?
There's 5 of you.
We're going
yeah.
in here.
Oh, is that 5 including me?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. One of us has to stay.
You could leave Mr. Felgalos.
Yeah, we
No,
totally.
I'm staying.
I could.
Fine.
Uh,
I'm
All
going
right.
inside.
I'm
Bones
going to-
Loop enters the tower. Before you is dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. A hexagonal chamber containing a giant-sized wooden table and a stone chair. Dangling from the ceilings by iron chains, there are 6 crystal spheres with a flame within them, illuminating the keep.
guys, there's 6 spheres, and we're in a
About,
hexagon. That's 2 6s. If there's another 6, we got to get out of here and let me feather fall us.
About 100 feet above you, you can see the second floor, and there is a large circular hole that, like, you can peer in and see that there is another floor above it.
I look around and frustratedly say, "This place is so fucking big." What a weird structure.
Anyone else? Initial
Before we get in-
reactions.
That is a giant chair.
I'm gonna once again shout out, "Wizard, show yourself."
Keep your voice down. Is this are giants evil? Right? They just crushed Nightstone.
From
What, is there a
above, on the second floor in the hole, you hear, boom, boom, and then you see 2, like, pale, massive white hands grasp the hole to the second floor,
Ew.
and a large cloud giant peers through. And he looks like this. You're not gonna be able to see it.
Oh, he's the cut. We see him every
Yeah,
time we
looks-
log on, right?
Looks pretty creepy.
I say, hey, buddy.
So this bald-headed cloud giant with a wispy white beard that itself seems to be made of clouds
That's cool.
peers down at you and then says, "Did somebody call me a wizard?"
I point to Vixen.
I point to Luke.
Yeah, I
I
signal
point
up
to-
there over Luke.
Someone else.
Yeah, now you know it's that guy.
And he like props himself forward and starts levitating down to the first floor. Kind of the way he was positioned, he's kind of coming down like he did a dive off a diving board at you.
Oh, this
And
dude's cool.
he lands and immediately sinks into the Indian sitting position and says, "It's funny you say that. I'm not a wizard, but I do know magic. Isn't that strange?"
I'm gonna
Sounds
run,
like Doug.
Hell yeah.
run up. To
I
him.
laugh. Ha 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 ha!
I'm gonna run up to him and say, I trust you, and hug one of his knees.
"Oh, dear, 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 dear." And he hugs you with one finger.
Oh.
And he
This
says,
got
"It
kind of
is
a
so
Robin Williams
lovely to
vibe.
have you. So lovely to have you.
I went out-
Tell me, who are you? Who are you? I saw you on the road and I felt like I needed visitors.
Are we?
Why did you want to have us
hitchhikers?
up here?
To be honest, if I could be honest with you, it's so lonely up here. I saw you on the road. I
Yeah.
figured, hey, they might be up for a chat.
Do you want to be our taxi man? You want to give us a ride up
Oh.
north?
How fast
Well-
does puppy go?
Oh, It's pretty quick, you know. It's better than those little ponies you have. Please, though, please, 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 tell me, who are you? Who are you?
Just a bunch of friends going on a little vacation.
Your name is Friends? Friends and Friends?
Oh, I'm Lou. And these are my friends, yeah.
He gets kind of serious for a second, and he says, did you say Loop? Loop of the Forest.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Dear heavens! Loop of the Forest, that means you, sir, you must be Placebo Domingo, the halfling. Yes, that must be you, and you. You're Alina Grassword, yes. Oh, the tall one, that is Vixen Riggins, I know him. Yes, I do. And you, the hooded mystery man, Bonesaw. How I wish very much to see your face.
I think we all would.
Answers
He
with
says
a
nothing.
silence.
I don't like this guy.
Yeah, I don't. This is creepy.
I like him.
And he says,
Yo, Bones, this guy was just like hitting on you. He wants you to get your clothes off.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I missed
You're gonna have to
that.
go back and watch that footage.
What did he say?
I say, how do you know all that?
oh, the great ones, the great entities from beyond, they told me you can fix what has been wronged. You can fix what has been broken. It has been you that I have been searching for. The great entities have sent me to you. They have sent me to you. They have!
Whoa, we're not religious, so
No,
Wait, is he
no,
talking-
it's not religion. It's not religion.
Us?
You are
Yeah, dude,
Bonesaw, the hooded mystery of darkness and light?
Yes.
Yes, I knew it. I knew you were. Ah!
You are so goddamn smart.
At this point, he does like a backwards somersault and then jumps up into the
Drunk.
air. And he's like, I found you. I have found you. Yes, you will fix what has been broken. You will fix what has been wronged.
what is broken? What are you talking about,
Yeah,
man?
he's a fucking high genie.
Everything's
don't know.
broken.
It's the ordning. It's the ordning that's been broken. And you will restore it.
Doesn't
Are
make
you
sense.
trying to say oven? Is the oven broken?
And that is where we'll end this episode.
Is it the oven though?
No, we don't know. Fuck.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Tune in next week and find
That's
out.
not a. That's not a
What's
good
wrong with
cliffhanger.
the oven? What are you talking about, dude? We just got. I mean, you're right. We already knew we were the chosen ones just because how awesome we naturally are. But now it's been confirmed.
And I'm gonna have to get naked in front of you
Did
guys.
this guy give us his name?
Oh, nobody asked it.
Well, he was giving off real creep vibes. We were like,
Yeah.
I was on guard.
Me too. I was like,
I think his
Yeah.
name's Frank.